he does do that. And then he would just kick with the other hind. And I don't want to say it's good, but it's way better. So, and then the big thing was he can't stand anything around his hind legs, and he can't stand things going back and forth, changing eyes behind him. So the first thing I did was,
You said somebody rode him?
oh yeah. Well, they never rode him because they couldn't get near him to get on him.
Oh.
And when they would try to mount him, he would bolt off. And then they held him, and somebody did get on him, and they couldn't get off. They ended up getting thrown off because you couldn't put your foot in one stirrup and get off. Is what they told me. So obviously I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah.
So he was scared because why was he just scared a minute ago? Because I wasn't in the V. He felt my core energy come at him. He thought he was supposed to move.
Right.
So I changed this. I get in the V. Don't be too close to me. Good boy. He's cocked the leg. That's nice. So he's just trying to figure out what do I want. So it's been 2 weeks since I touched him. And he's trying to trace his body out. One lick and chew. You're a good boy. So I block him with my hand, trace his body out again. Now the first time I did this, he practically crumpled to the ground when I hit that hind leg. So now I'm going to try to use the string a little bit. So what I do when I do this is I toss it and I turn it into a rub. I toss it and I turn it into a rub. So I'm going to turn him a little sideways so you can see that. So I toss it and I turn that into a rub. Now it's landed on his butt. I'm just going to keep it there until his feet stop. Now I'll take it away. There. So now I'm going to try for the legs. Good boy. We did a lot of this last week, or 2 weeks ago. Good boy.
Excuse me.
Good boy. That's really nice. Have to go. So I interrupt what I don't want to help him figure out what I do want. Got a leg cock. That's nice. Good boy. So I'm going to sneak one of these in. You're a good boy. So I just want this to fall all over him if I can. Boy. All right. So I want to put the shorter lead on. So. So that was new to him. I guess nobody just ever did that.
I don't know if you care, but you got a knot in your rope.
What?
I didn't know if you cared, but you got a knot in your rope.
That's why I'm taking it out. Because I do care. So I want good boy. Yeah, that's a good boy. Ran into my hand a few times. So we want to right away not there, good boy. I don't want him dropping that shoulder on me because that's how he's going to dominate. Good boy. So I have to rub that away because I did touch him a few times. And he did develop a pretty nice rub to a stop. He's very aware when I'm out of the V. Very. So the big problem we had was the follow the feel exercise.
Thought you were gonna use the longer rope.
What?
Thought you were gonna use the
I
longer
am,
rope.
but for this here, it gets in my way. Yeah, you can't even imagine how stiff he is. There, good boy. Stiff, stiff, stiff. But this is a good, documentation so that you can really see where he goes. So he doesn't ever bend here. You can do this here. Yeah, good boy. That was just a little bit, but. So it's no wonder that he just bolts off. You know, without being able to flex him like this, how would he follow the field?
Really?
I mean, he can't. There, good boy. Come on, no, you can do this. There, good boy. Good boy. See, you can
Oh,
do
there
it.
he came around soft.
He does it on his own.
Yeah.
So he's never understood anything, it's like Taka, about how to respond appropriately to pressure. Imagine riding something like that.
It's crazy.
That's a good boy.
So many holes in it.
Yeah, good boy.
He's 16 now.
We have no idea.
Size.
Nobody knows. I'm hoping that the
This guy.
tooth guy can help us.
Val seemed to think it was somewhere between about 12 and 16 or something.
So all his life, poor thing. Just been scared. When he understands it, he's great. So that's what we got the other night, which was very nice. So he already is remembering what we did the other night. So there. Good boy. And he didn't pull on me once.
He didn't.
He remembered that from the other night. It wasn't very pretty.
But the longer rope helps too, because then he
He
doesn't
never
feel.
pulled on me. I was ready, and he never.
It was like, how did you teach that horse to unwind? Very tricky.
Very good. Let's try that again. But you're not supposed to react like that with your legs.
Well,
Remember?
he's got the neck stiffness and the hind leg issue.
So, but the theory on this
So
is that this begins to desensitize him to these ropes,
oh yeah,
and
he'll get it. It's just gonna take him a little while. See, it bothers him more when it gets down lower.
yeah, and I'm keeping it there.
Yep.
On purpose.
Yep.
Good boy. So if he were to stop,
There. Good.
good boy. Good boy. So if you remember, I did this a few times. That's it. That's it.
I think just both of them.
Look at me. Put your head down. So, if I'm going to do that one more time. So I'm holding his head this way. Good boy. I'm not asking him to go yet. So I wait. So I just hold it there. Good boy. Rubbing. Out.
Oh, that was much better. He
So
didn't
I'll
rush.
leave that side. Are you working in the dark?
Yeah, it's getting kind of hard to see.
Yeah. All right. Let's do the other side. And then the other thing I want to do is pick up his feet. I don't want to. If somebody's ever going to trim them. Get your head down there. I'm going to give you the wibble wobble. Wibble wobble, wibble wobble, wibble. Get in there. That's it. Good boy. Good boy. See? So this is his hard side. This is the trauma side. So I'm seesawing, 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 seesawing. Good. So predictably, that side will be much nicer. And the reason the other side is hard, because that's his hard side, and that's where the pressure is that he's having trouble with. This side is much easier, right? Yeah. But this side, he's had little experience on this side, so he's not as soft. So it's interesting, you know, where his problems are. So I'm just rubbing, seesawing, seesaw, 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 until he stops, or I fall over from dizziness. Anytime, baby. Anytime. Come on. Help me out. All right. Kind of dark. So